So I got here a CVA Accura. It's the LR-X model, 50 cal. I wanted to go over a little issue I had here right out of the box with this rifle. I couldn't seem to find anything on the internet that helped tell me what to do. I had to contact CVA customer service and they helped me out. But what I had happen was the breech plug that is in there when you buy it is a Blackhorn 209 breech plug. It's the powder they recommend in the manual to use in this rifle, but it also comes with this second breech plug for pelletized powder. It's got the smaller hole through the middle. I pulled the 209 out right out of the box and I put this one in. Well, as soon as I did that, the manual says finger tight on these. You're not supposed to need any tools to get them in or out. So that's what I did. I got them good and finger tight, and I snapped it shut. And from there, I could not, for the life of me, get the hammer to lock back like that. Well, I was reading up on some forums, and some guys with like Optimas and Wolf said you got to make sure you crack that shut tight, or else it won't. There's like a safety mechanism in there and it won't allow the hammer to work properly. So I did that. I took it apart, or broke it apart. I really slammed her shut. Well, then I got the hammer to cock back and I thought, great, problem solved. Well, then I couldn't get the hammer to drop by using the trigger. I couldn't even get the trigger to work. It was dead. It felt like a safety was on or something. So then I tried to break the action open. Couldn't do that either. So it was literally stuck shut, hammer cocked, couldn't pull the trigger. Basically it was a freaking boat paddle. So I got a hold of CVA, and just in case this happens to any of you guys that buy this, this is what they told me to do. Take your fore end off, set that off to the side, and then you're going to take a hammer and a rubber mallet and a punch. This is just kind of the punch I use. And you're going to punch that pivot pin out. And once you pop that pivot pin out, the barrel will free up and you can take the barrel out. Once you do that, you got to, and this is what CVA told me, for the first time putting that pivot pin or that breech plug in there, you need to get it finger tight, and then take I just used a pair of channel locks, and I wrapped a rag around it so I didn't mar it all up. And you need to tighten it another quarter turn. I don't know if they have some sealant in, or anti-seize sealant in there, but I don't know if there's some sort of, I don't know. I tightened it a quarter turn, put it all back together, and it works like a dream. So just in case anybody else runs into that problem, that's what you need to do. And then once you get that pin out, I just supported it on two 2x4s with some rags on them. And you got to make sure you get that going in straight and you're not off to the side, or you'll waller out that hole. But I just used a rubber mallet, got that started going in there, and it's thick enough you don't really have to worry about busting that in half or anything. And then you got that other support pin in there. That'll help a little bit, but just get her whacked down in there smooth and flush and you should be good to go. Also, if you have your fore end on there and it goes back and forth a little bit, like it's loose, you can take the set screw loose and adjust this bolt here. You might have to get in there. I think it's an Allen head down in there. I don't know if you can see that. You can adjust that in or out onto the stop block in there, and that'll help tighten that up. So hope that helps.